It's the Las Vegas Raiders taking on...
Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. On 1st and 10, Purcell to the right side. It's caught by Mitchell. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down now. You talk about this Lions defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
They've established themselves pretty well throughout this season, but boy, what a competitive group of people. They do not like that ranking they have now because they think that they're better, and they're out to prove it again in this game.
Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Purcell. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. But just 2 plays in.
Time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's to the left side where he's got Bowers. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Lions will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. The Lions at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. You look at this Raiders defense. They come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd and 1 situation. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
On 1st and 10, here's Gicken in 3. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
But he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. They'll try the air now with Goff. Sliding out of the pocket. And in for the Lions touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions are on the board first here in Vegas. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
23 yards, the final tally. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A first carry for Elijah Mitchell. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
Their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 4.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And no sidestepping that hit. He's going to be brought down hard, and it also sets up 4th down. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 53. Badgley able to knock this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Well, I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Purcell. And that's incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, Purcell. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. That's taken on the 25. A good return there, 17 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
104 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 4. Another run for Gibbs here.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 23 yards on the play. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Gibbs straight ahead. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. From the red zone now, Goff. They'll roll him out right. And it's caught. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there. In their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
He finds his man, complete. That's Hicks. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Looking to throw on second down. Purcell.
And he takes a shot at the end of that play.
And they're going to speed things up here. Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's Robbins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Here's 3rd and 3.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Over the middle, hooks up with a tight end, Bowers.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 25 yards that time. And now they're in the hurry-up. They go play action here on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to have it here as as they'll start at their own 7.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before break here. Goff. Flush to his right. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
So here are the Lions to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well.
It'll be second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
129 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and run this one right up the gut.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now it's Goff. Being chased out left.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rolling to his right.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Raiders will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Off the play fake. Purcell.
Short throw caught by Bowers.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
To throw on second down. Purcell got his man complete over the middle. That's Mitchell. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first.
Back to throw. Purcell. Over the middle, he's got Myers. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Back to throw again.
It's Myers again with another catch.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
That's into the hands of his tight end, Bowers.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdowns to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Right back to Mitchell on second down.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Raiders are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders.
That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. The offense on third down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Goff now looking to throw. Flushed out right.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. One heck of a third down conversion, 33 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here.
What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play. Set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon.
And the Lions add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like... And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Throwing to start the drive. Purcell.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Purcell. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Aiden Hutchinson.
Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
3rd and 20.
Operating from the gun. Purcell.
And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards.
And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field.
As they try to finish things off in this 4th quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. Hand off now to Gibbs. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
With that kind of run on 1st down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6.
Play action. It's Goff. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. On the give, here's Gibbs.
And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Goff now looks to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Goff going to throw it. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Lions are able to add on to that lead.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Las Vegas's offense back out there ready to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
On 1st down, Purcell. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. A dime look defensively for the Lions on third. Back to throw. Purcell. That is caught. And perhaps we are seeing the cover. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching him. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. Throwing on first down. Purcell. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Looking to throw. Purcell. And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Purcell. He finds his man, complete. It's Robbins. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Looking to throw. Purcell. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Now a 2nd and 10. Off play action. Purcell. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Tutu Atwell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Badgley on for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. They'll go again with Gibbs.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
So it's a win here for the Lions. And the guy who spearheaded things was their quarterback, and that's Jared Goff.